Before we get into the video, I'm going to share some of the things that happen in my reselling business that kind of threw me for a loop, like they do all of us at one time or the other. These were kind of in close proximity to another. I'm not sure the exact dates. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to add this into the video because it's not all about what we sell. There's things that we go through along the way, issues come up, problems, mistakes we make, and I want to share some of mine. So I did have an item that I literally had in my hand probably a week before. I was sitting on my bed and I was thinking, you know, I looked at the items because I had a couple little items I was listing, and I thought, oh, I was short a baggie, and I don't know if I remember picking it up, but I don't know if I picked it up. I have no clue. But I went, the item sold. I looked over and over, probably, oh my God, 4 times. The one whole day I spent literally looking for this pin, and it was only like a $10, you know, $10.99 sale, but I did cancel the listing. I sent the person a message. I said, I just explained, I was honest, I was truthful. I said, I'm so sorry. If I come across it, if you're still interested, I will reach out to you. I have no idea, but I did have to take the hit for that. I don't know, but reselling does have its ups and downs. And then there were also two days, maybe 3, but I think it was 2 days that I didn't have any sales at all on eBay. Now I do sell on other platforms. I sell on eBay and I sell on Poshmark, but open for sales every day. I would like to expect sales every day, but I don't have items that are high sell-through rate. They're not fast sellers. I'm trying to pick up items like that, but you know, I don't know. So it's just and it puts you in, like it made me depressed. Like I get really stressed out because if you're beginning reselling, or if you're a new reseller, or you're just starting to get into reselling, the number one thing I believe is get organized, have your items on hand. Make sure you have those items on hand. I'm telling you, because this matters. Get your items shipped out on time. But anyway, so these are some of the things that I encountered recently, but I still did make some sales, and I'm going to talk about them with you today. But reselling is a roller coaster sometimes, and you just got to roll with the punches. Just, you know, those days I wasn't getting any sales, you know, it just makes you work harder. It makes you think outside the box a little bit, and yeah, and you just got to do better. So trying to be better at being organized and making sure I have the items. I had it. I have to, my thing is, I think I have to slow down. I try to do too much at once. I really need to be more focused on what I'm doing at hand. Usually I do my listings in the morning, but I stop what I'm doing. If I get a sale, that's one of the things. I usually stop what I'm doing and go look for it. I like to get my items out because I don't know if it's going to be a big bulky item that's going to ship. But anyway, let's get into some of these items that sold. And yeah, so let me know in the comments below, what kind of things have you been encountering in your reselling business that kind of set you back a little bit. Welcome to my channel. My name's Patty. Today I'm going to do a video of some of my most recent sales. Now last week I had 2 days where I made no sales at all. So yeah, this is just I'm making this video just to give you an idea of some of the items that you can pick up and sell for a profit. So let's get into this video. This vintage sterling silver cross, this sold for $54.99, and it had that old sterling marking. STG was marked on it. This bolt through the head, Frankenstein bolt through the head. This was this is for a costume, Halloween costume. This sold for $10.99, and I got that for free. This vintage seashell charm bracelet, so pretty. I think that was a piece of coral there that was on it. And there was some shells on it and stuff like that. But actually, that sold for $24.99. This Coy Detmer vintage jersey, this sold for $29.99. I did have actually 8 watchers on that. This United States Air Force lapel pin, this sold for $9.99. Pearl earrings and this Avon gold tone necklace, they each sold for $7.99 to the same person. Vintage Russ bunny rabbit, this sold for $16.99. This I probably paid $1 or $2. I do still pick up Russ. Not all of them, but if they're cute or they have, like, you know, some accessories with them, I do pick them up, or if they're new. This Lucky Brand bead necklace is sold for $12.99. This vintage Kmart stuffed animal, this sold for $14.99. And I'm not sure if this came in a big bulk buy of stuffed animals or if it came from a thrift store. I probably paid $1 or $2 for it. This Longenberger tea basket, this sold for $16.99, and I got this for free. This vintage green rhinestone arrow pin, this sold for $10.99. That came in a bulk jewelry buy. This vintage sterling silver Missy necklace, this did have a knot in it, and I did make sure to mention this in the listing. I didn't want to deal with it. So for $24.99, still sold with the knot. So this Sotheby's fruit print 7x9, this sold for $29.99. Vintage Goofy telephone, I got this for free. This sold for $32.99. I had probably 14 or 15 watchers on this. I do have a listing. I didn't test this. I don't know if it worked. And the one ear was missing from it, so this was all disclosed in the listing, and it's still sold. These Claire's Pairs earrings, these sold for $6.99. This blue bunny rabbit plush, this was adorable. This sold for $19.99. I paid $2 or $3 for that. I don't think that was in a bulk thing, but this vintage pink Christmas tree, this sold for $7.99. It was a little brooch. This Las Vegas, Nevada ashtray, this sold for $14.99, and I got that for free. This mustard seed stretch bracelet, $10.99. That was in a jewelry lot. Partridge in a pear tree brooch, this sold for $16.99. That was in a jewelry lot. Vintage pressed glass dish, this sold for $24.99. I got that for free. I got a whole bunch. I probably got like 13 boxes, and 8 of them were filled with all different types of pressed glass. But yeah, that sold for $24.99. The deal was I had to take all of it for free if I wanted them, so I just took it. This Vintage Perfection little plush, this sold for $14.99, and it was small. This little fly pin lot, $7.99. Just put some butterflies in a lot and sold them. This signed M-Gent hot air balloon brooch, this sold for $14.99. That was in a jewelry lot. This New Moon hoodie jacket, this sold for $14.99. This New Day earrings, these sold for $5.99. Another Longenberger basket. This one was the Happy Mother's Day. This one sold for $19.99, and this I got for free. Got a whole bunch of stuff for free. The girl was just clearing out. She wanted to get rid of it. Got quite a few Longenberger baskets. I think I have maybe 2 or 3 left. Safari brooch. This one sold for $14.99. This sold for $19.99. These were in with the jewelry bulk buys that I buy. This was small. This sold for $7.99. Another seashell bracelet. This one sold for $12.99. A lot of pins. These ones, there were 16 of them. I sold them for $9.99. Sterling silver beaded necklace. This sold for $16.99. Again, that was in a jewelry lot. This peyote bird bracelet. This sold for $16.99. That was sterling silver. Shirts that I am gonna go over. These are not things that I picked up by hand. These were in a bulk buy from, I think, America's Thrift Supply. So these were not things, I had them, I listed them, and I still made money on them. So these are not high selling dollar brands, but I had them, so I listed them, and I'm glad I did. This is Boundary Supply men's polo. This sold for $14.99. I did have this listed for $19.99, and I sent a best offer. I think the size is what sold this. It was a 3X, I think so. But yeah. Vintage glass teddy bear. This sold for $10.99. I think I have one more of them left. I did sell one of them in the past for $19.99, but that came in a jewelry lot. This Jeep Cherokee sway bar disconnect kit. This sold for $29.99. This mom pendant, $7.99. The Aeropostale charm bracelet, this sold for $10.99. And that Jeep Cherokee sway bar disconnect kit, we had that, so that was ours. Tiny sterling silver peace sign pendant, real tiny, sold for $12.99. This butterfly brooch, this sold for $9.99. This vintage Avon plush puppy dog, this sold for $24.99. Look out if you sell jewelry. This brand I never heard of. This is Elizabeth Cole. I'm glad I looked it up. This sold for $34.99. $14.99. These vintage white bloomers, these ones sold for $21.99. This Jemmy hip hop chick, he sang some kind of song. This one sold for $24.99. Highly recommend Jemmy if you ever see it. Real small, $10.99. That Jemmy, I probably paid $2 for that. Marked 12 karat gold filled. This one I sold for $12.99. This green Tiffany style lampshade. This was mine. I had this for one of my lamps, and I didn't have the other shade, so I just decided to sell this one. Instead of getting a new one, I just sold this one. This was returned to me at once because it didn't fit the other person that purchased it, so listed it again, and it sold for $21.99. Now these Longaberger basket, $19.99. This one I got for free. This pink Reebok woman's hoodie, this one sold for $12.99. This light blue Goodfellow long sleeve shirt. Again, this is a brand I wouldn't pick up on my own, but it was in one of those boxes. This one sold for $10.99. This Tresca beaded watch bracelet, this sold for $10.99. Another one that was in that box, or this might have been from a Goodwill shirt lot, I'm not sure, but this one sold for $19.99, and this was Pacific Outfitters. This Shepler's Pearl Snap, this one sold for $11.99, and this one was an outside buy. This wasn't a lot. That was I think it was like from Goodwill that I got. Those peace sign pins I sold for $10.99. This Oscar the Grouch plush, this sold for $11.99. This United Nations service medal, $12.99. Bracelet, this sold for $12.99. Here's another men's brand I wouldn't pick up. This one was in one of the boxes. This was a vintage Arizona men's t-shirt. I kind of thought it was kind of Y2K looking, so this one sold for $16.99. So what a window washer rear wiper switch, this sold for $19.99, and that was here. These colorful goodie ponytailers, This, I paid 50 cents for these, and they sold for $36.99. So look up those hair, if you see hair accessories when you're out, look them up. I didn't look these up, I just picked them up. I thought for 50 cents, I knew they would sell. But I listed them at $36.99 and they sold. This Beat It cameo necklace, not a real cameo pendant. This sold for $10. This sterling silver single, sold it as a single, and it was 10 karat. It did sell for $20.99. 14 karat gold mom pendant sold for $16.99. This necklace, this sold for $16.99. This pretty floral Vanity Fair slip, this I paid $3 or $4 for. This sold for $36.99. A necklace, this was so cool. This sold for $35 on Mercari. This colorful beaded necklace, this sold for, and that was in a jewelry lot. This colorful beaded necklace, this was in a jewelry lot. This sold for $7.99. These Ana Luisa celestial earrings, these sold for $16. This goth vampire necklace, this sold for $20. This Oscar Wilde cuff bracelet, $9. And this junk. So this is just a quick video, just some of the items that I had sold recently. Now there's some things that went on in between there with reselling, but I'll go over that in another video. I want to get some stuff done today. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Take care.